Evening, guys. Just want to talk about the internet connections here in Spain. You might find this useful, or maybe not. If you can get fibre, I would say go with fibre. It's cheaper than the normal telephone line and way faster. Plus, you're paying on a normal telephone line with the ADSL setup, you're paying more because they charge you for the copper cables and the telephone connection, etc. With the 4G one, the one I'm going to look at in a second, I find it really works well, but it's a much more expensive option than the fibre and around the same as it is for the telephone cable setup with ADSL. There's some distinct advantages though. The first one is, although it's a bit more expensive, see, it looks more expensive, but then when you actually look at what Movistar, Orange and everything else do with their prices over a period of time, they go up. There's also a lot of hidden costs in there. They set you up with a package like the one I've got with Movistar. It's €60 a month roughly, and then I found out when they phoned up the TV and told me, oh, the Spanish TV, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't really want it. I don't watch English TV, never mind Spanish TV. So because they actually asked me, do I want it or not, and I said no, because that was in the package. I thought, well, that would reduce the package down. But the funny thing is, the guys are saying, oh, because we basically said we didn't want it, then I was saying, oh yeah, but you've got to have it. But when it does go over the 3 months, it will go up to €75. And in all honesty, take it back, cancel it, set it on your calendar to go in a month early and say, Mum, it's coming up for cancellation. I want to cancel it now before that, so you can't run it an extra month. Another thing, if you do have problems like I have had with the ADSL setup, don't take any mobile phone setups on. Because what they try and do is sell it as a package. Do not open the mobile phones. Do not sign the contracts for them. Do not say, once the internet is up and running, then we'll talk about this. The reason being is, as a Zoe's decided to join us, as a person that went into Orange at the same time I took my routers back because the internet hasn't worked over 5 weeks. They turned around and are saying you still got to pay for the mobile phone lines because you signed a contract for them because it's separate to the internet. Even though they'd actually lied to her and told her that fibre was in their area, they went to get it connected and the guys went, there is no fibre here. So they took the routers back or whatever it was for the setup on that, and they still expect them to carry out a full-term contract on mobile phones that they didn't need in the first place. I'm doing the same thing. I've got 2 mobile phones that have gone back to Orange because their router, well, basically 5 weeks, they have not installed. And I do know why they haven't installed, because in this area they rely on Movistar. Movistar haven't got enough installers. I spoke to the guys in the shop, and I also spoke to one of the engineers, and they've also had a tower fire, which is creating a bit of havoc as well, because obviously there's a lot of repairs going on that people aren't even aware of, because obviously that will actually pull a load of engineers away to actually resolve that issue. So that's some of the bureaucracy behind it, and this is why you need to get your internet right, because it's a pain in the backside if it's wrong. Also, give the routers back when you finish your contract. Keep the box, keep it all somewhere so that when your contract finishes and you want to get rid of it, take it back, because they will charge you €50 plus for not returning your router. Now, on to the 4G. These are 3G, 4G routers because it can be one or the other. Both networks seem to be running about as fast as they like. I do believe they actually throttle them back because they're way faster than dial-up, but also I think they can go a lot faster than they are doing. I think they actually reduce the speed on them. Now, I am getting 20 meg download speed. I'm also finding my up speed is about 750k, which is just under a meg. On ADSL, it was 250 kilobytes. So it's gone from 250 to 750. And from a 3 meg download to 20 meg. And they're stable, it's fast, it's quick, had no issues with it whatsoever so far. And I will say they try not to give you these boxes. The reason I got it is because they've had all these installation problems, and even then they're going, oh, but it won't work in your area. And I'm like, it will work in my area because we're the highest house. I can see for miles in every direction. And funny enough, I've got my 20 meg, it's running at 20 meg with no problems whatsoever. So would I recommend them? I'd say yes. The other thing is, I think these are on a 4-month contract as well, and not a 12 or 18 month. So if you had it for 4 months, you can actually cancel it. That's the other benefit of it being these wireless setups. But I wanted to share that because you will find very little information on these in the store. I've never seen them actually advertised in store. It's only when you go, can I have a 3G or a 4G because I can't get fiber or whatever, they'll go, yeah, okay. And then you get these. And obviously it's more expensive for the setup, but you're getting a much better system. You get the other thing you get, the 60 euro package comes with 2 mobile lines, one with 8 gig data, and it also has a landline that just plugs in. They call it a landline, but it's not. It's actually working off the router. It just plugs into the back of the router. So you get 3 phone lines, Spanish TV, which I love, and the internet, fast internet. So I'm happy with that. 60 euros a month, bit expensive, but at the same time, once fiber hits here, all this will be gone. And the good thing about 4-month contract is when fiber comes, I wait for it to get connected up, test it for a month, then cancel this contract. But yeah, loving it. Doing live videos and stuff works well. It's stable, it's reliable. And one of the things you can do with it, because it's only a box, if you're finding you're getting a low signal in one room, you can move it around the house and you can see the bars going up to get a better signal. And right now, I'm on the internet and the router is actually 2 stories up in this house. So it's right up in the house. And I've got a perfect internet connection. I'm probably 30 feet away from it. No problems whatsoever. So big thumbs up on these. I do recommend them. And although they cost a bit more, it's worth it. Yeah, I was, like I said, I was paying 56 euros a month just for a telephone line and a 3 meg internet that was sold to me at 10 meg before. So am I complaining? The answer is no. It's cost me roughly the same. I'm getting a lot more for my money. We've got rid of the pay-as-you-go cards as well because we don't use the pay-as-you-go phones. They can also transfer your telephone number from your existing mobile onto one of these new mobiles. The good thing about that is it only took a day. All you need to do is have the right name. When you got your pay-as-you-go or you're with Labara or whoever, make sure the information is correct. So when they give you the little PUK card, you know, the one with the SIM card, you need that. The sign-up form that says the name in the right order, it's got to be like, say, like me, Mr. M. Wilkie or Mr. Matthew Wilkie, it's got to be correct, because if it's different, they'll just reject it, and you have to go, okay, maybe it was like this, and maybe it was my middle name was in there, and they'll have to do it a few times so they can transfer it over. But if it's right, it's done in a day. But really happy with the 4G. Getting the installation was a bit of a pig, but that was partly down to the problems they're having with a lack of engineers. But the guy was literally here 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. He just come in, put the box down, plugged it in, just onto the mains, not connected to the wall, beyond power, and got his phone, and he's just logging into the SIM card on it, set it up, printed off a little piece of paper. There's your code, there's your PIN, your password. Thank you very much, goodbye. And he just showed me his ID to confirm who he was, because they have this procedure where they send like a customer service thing through to confirm, did he tell you who he was, who he was from, did he give you his ID, all this sort of stuff. But happy. After this problems I've been having with the internet for nearly 2 months now, it's been amazing to actually have this run right. It's been smooth, it's been fast, no complaints whatsoever. Loving it. Thanks for watching.